Hello everyone, it's Larua. Welcome back. I am so excited because today is the day. Today is the day that we start Fontaine. We are right here outside Partis DI. Partis DI Caravan Revive. Man, I am too excited to think straight. Anyways, we're here to start our quest into Fontaine, but before we do, I want to establish a few things. First of all, as most of you know, this is my first time playing Genshin Impact. This will be my first time playing the Fontaine Archon quest, so I ask everybody, please be courteous in the comments in general, and also when it comes to spoilers, just a gentle reminder. Related, the second thing I wanted to talk about is, before going into these quests, I like to establish what I know about the region. Here's what I know about Fontaine so far. Region of Hydro. Nation of Justice. The Archon died and or was replaced for another reason at some point, because the Archon there is not one of the original 7. I believe the original's name was Focalor. Either the original or the new one is named Focalor. We heard that name from Nahida. That's all I know. We've learned a little bit more recently from World Quest. We learned about aquabuses, those are a thing. We learned about the Research Institute that's going to be there. And we learned about somebody named Renee, who I am hoping to hear more about. I know most of the characters that will be there, of course. I know Arlecchino's going to be there. I'm excited to meet her. But in terms of plot and whatnot, I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. So, without further ado, let's jump into this. I don't know. Wait, let's track to the main Archon quest. Maybe what? Oh, that's the new Archon quest. We're not doing that one at the moment. We're going here. It is time to go to Fontaine, it seems. The next phase of your journey is about to begin. Wow, and it's really just right there. I'm so excited. I've been preparing for this moment for what feels like months. Here we go.
Good old caravan bot. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
It's like a breath of fresh air after months of doing the voices for the world quests myself. What were we up to the first time we came here? Well, we were headed to our village, right? So...
Oh, Paimon remembers.
Yeah.
Nahida's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Good memory, Paimon. I guess we may have stumbled upon this place at some point before.
So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahida's in charge, right?
Seems like things are going well indeed. Look at that! That carpet's being woven right now. That's cool.
Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahida won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Oh, don't jinx it. Yes, but as long as we're around, it's hard to say what will happen.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next?
Is our reasoning for going to Fontaine really about to be, we'd better leave Sumeru before we cause any more problems?
Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Thanks, Paimon. I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon. After all, this is your journey too.
Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble.
Oh?
At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
Oh my god, crumbs of Paimon backstory? Paimon, where were you before you got stuck in the whirlpool? What, like, were you flying really close to the sea? Wow, it's like, Daedalus and Icarus. If she was flying, and then she got tired, and then she fell close to the sea, and she almost drowned, but we saved her! Ah, crumbs of Paimon backstory, I'm so happy.
Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Like, where did you live before? Where are you flying to that you got tired? Oh, I want to know. Next up, Fontaine. Alright, let's continue our journey.
Ah, look who it is.
Tia!
Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Okay, what's going on, Tia? Do you have a job that we can join you on, maybe? Are you going north anytime soon?
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey.
We do tend to get sidetracked, don't we?
But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back.
Oh, she's finishing a job. Okay.
That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. Do you have any friends over there? Oh, hello. Oh, we've got someone's attention.
You serious?
That person looked like a Fontaine outfit.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
We have our goal in mind after all.
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
There he is, the guy with the hat. Definitely looks like Fontaine. What do you think? A merchant needing an escort?
Hey,
Or to deliver a letter?
A few mercs to escort you to. What do you say?
Aw.
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
I'm sure we'll be back soon.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle.
We have been over every inch of this desert at this point. It's very familiar to us.
So, when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we've finished a few more preparations. Journeys should be spontaneous. I like the second one. The first one's more realistic, but just for fun, let's go with the second one.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Don't worry, Paimon. That can be our excuse for coming back. You look like you have bags under your eyes. You alright, buddy? Bye.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this.
Aw. Wow, I'm really feeling like she's going to miss us. That's so sweet of you, Dia.
Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
You flatter us.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
In her case, she'll know from our dreams anyway. Oh, I wish we could say goodbye. Goodbye, Nahida!
Oh, good
We'll miss
point.
you.
Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
I feel like it still would be kind to go say goodbye to your friend, but, you know, we can't always see Nahida.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care. Bye, Dia.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Ah! Bye, Sumeru! So what's up with that guy? Are we going to get followed? Oh, or maybe that person was going to report on us to Fontaine. After settling matters in Sumeru, you approach the border with Fontaine? Are you teleporting me north? I hear water. What on earth? Really seems like that whole scene was just so that that person could know that we're heading to Fontaine. Is somebody spying on us? Oh, that was cute. Oh my god! It's gorgeous! Where are we? What is this angle? Look at the statue way up there! How are we gonna get up there? Oh, it's going to be just like Chenyu Vale. Having to climb. Oh my god. Source Water Nation! The source of all waters? No way! Where are we on the map? Oh, funny. No wonder. I said, oh, we've been over every inch of this desert. We haven't been up here. Didn't even get this thing. Look at that path. Oh, we'll have to get that. I should mention now that obviously we're doing the Archon quest today, but my goal is I love exploring. I always get sidetracked with exploring. So my goals today, I want to get Hydro Traveler, and I want to get at least these two statues so that I can interact with those teleporters that they've given us without, you know, anything weird happening. Listen to the music! It sounds like Sumeru, but I've never heard it before. Is this Fontaine? Yeah, it might be more Fontaine than Sumeru, because do you hear those strings? Wow, look at those waterfalls! Oh my god, this is gorgeous. Go to the harbor. You suppose we could take that boat? Is that the harbor? Let's track to this statue. Well, I suppose we're already tracking to that quest. Yeah, it's in that direction. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try using a boat. See if it works. See if there's any chests over here. Oh my god, there are. Oh, we're going to need to change our party as well. Oh no, I should have been thinking about that. I usually like to balance it out with what reactions I think I need and what I need to solve the common puzzles. And I won't know what I need for puzzles until I get there. So we'll stick with this party until we're comfortably in Fontaine as my conclusion for now. Pardon me about this. I want that chest. One final parting gift from Sumeru.
Reveal thyself. Scatter.
I just want to get that one. Close enough.
Committed to memory.
Alrighty. Battle music is still going. We've got that archer behind us. He was out of Nahida's range. We're not out of his.
I see everything.
Pardon me. For a second I thought that said 40,000. I was like, wow. How wonderful.
By royal decree.
There we go. Wow, everyone's a tiny bit hurt. When did that happen? No idea. Look at the waterfalls. They look amazing. I wonder how my computer will feel about rendering all of that water.
Is this an answer from this world?
I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure it will be fine. It'll better be because Nation of Hydro, it's not going away anytime soon. I'm gonna go for that bow there. Obviously, it's right there. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Oh, there was a path. We're basically on it anyways. And there's hilly trails. No need to fight them if there's no chest. You suppose there's anybody down there we could interact with? Or do we just swim out? Oh, there's a wave rider point. Definitely want to get that. I've probably used them like 10 times in my entire life, but no need to not get them. Oh, wow. Turtles. Just like in Chenyu Vale. What was that hut? Oh, what's up with that? Oh, hey! There's an investigate. We were rewarded for our investigations. Ah, yes. Exploring really is the best. Look at these turtles. I'm curious about that box in the water as well. Is that a box? A plank? Oh, it's a barrel. Hi, buddy. Not to be rude, but what is the point of crab? Thank you. What is the point of you? You don't have stuff on you like the ones in... I'm so sorry. Just wanted to see if I could fight you. Not really. Yeah, you don't have anything in you. Like the ones in Chenyu Vale. Wow, the water is so clear. You know those ores that you can get? These guys are just kind of hanging out. Oh. They're cute. I'll take it. Hello, Wave Rider. Now, should we use our Wave Rider to get there? I want to interact with this boat. No, sure. Let's summon our Wave Rider. Theoretically, we have 2 of these in this world because at one point they glitched and I got 2 of them somehow. Did you get one in one in Sumeru and one in Inazuma? Maybe that's where it came from. Hi, will you take me over? Or is there a chest? Oh, I feel like I'm breaking and entering. This is somebody's boat that I'm just borrowing. Hello. Cargo ship. Very sleek. Reminds me about what they were saying in, what was it? Reminiscence of a Fontainian? Or something? Memories of a Fontainian? That little quest that we just did in the mini episode? About the Institute being a place for mechanical research. That seems to be their specialty. I think I've seen some Fontaine drops on some of my characters being gear coin. Oh! Hydroculus? I think I've seen some character drops being gears, so that makes sense. Look at it! Wow! How do I get up there? Climb this thing? Okay, great. Not as difficult to climb as I thought. Man, look at it, look at it, look at it! Where is it? Nope. Look, it's so pretty. I have so many of these. Look at that. Wow. I'm so happy right now. Listen to the music. Look at that clock. I love it. I can already tell I'm going to love the music in this region. Hi, may I speak with you? Look at their clothes. That blue is gorgeous. And they seem to have some sort of patch here. Do you suppose that's a logo? A ship's wheel and then like a porthole? It almost looks like Fremene's diving helmet. I was about to say our head looks massive compared to this woman's, but actually we were kind of just perspective behind her. In front of her. Okay, okay. Onwards! Hopefully they don't mind if we make birth without a permit. Nation of Justice, right? We know that there's a lot of laws here, right? That's another thing actually that I have heard. Oh, and I've heard about this place, and I've heard about Petrichor.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
Look at it. Look at the clock. It's actually moving. Wow, this place is gorgeous. Look at those bright, like, cyan things on either side of the door. What is everything? Look at the waterfalls.
Wow. Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Look at that little guy. Look at that. There's a guy. A guardsman? So I heard, and it's about what I imagined. It's even more impressive than I expected.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon. And other things all tourists say, I'm sure.
Good idea. Nahida gave us loads of useful information.
Give me a refresher, would you?
Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling, and also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better.
And there's no time like the present day.
So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means.
Oh, right. She said that she had an interesting personality, and she said she likes to watch court proceedings. Was it Nahida who said that? Somebody said that.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people.
Nice.
There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Look at that jaunty little hat. I like that plan, Paimon. Good plan, Paimon. Look at that guy watching us in the
If you
background.
ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Oh no, the tragedies are already beginning. Harbor security, Etienne.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him.
The
I
Nav
thought he would
bed.
at least fight on a little longer for his family.
Is that, a boat, perhaps? Are you talking about... There's two ways this could go. Either they have, like, a gladiatorial arena, or they're talking about a book. Or a play?
I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Wow, look at their clothes! So it's definitely some form of fiction that they're talking about. What you talking about?
Excuse me, can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Lynette! Look!
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking
Look at the
about
board.
some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, first of all, new NPC designs in the background. Love that design we've got going on with the blue. I love blue designs. They always get me. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. But look, that's definitely got to be a poster for the magic show. It's got Linny's little cat. It's got some cards. And we just saw Lynette!
Play?
Lynette!
Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a
Oh.
case that was just heard a few days ago.
Oh, some sort of trial then, I'm guessing. But I don't know how I feel about them treating it like it's fiction, you know? Talking about some sort of plot twist they expected to come into play? Was it a very sensationalized trial?
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
Okay.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough.
Wow. 5 steps into Fontaine, the nation of justice. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important? Oh dear.
Oh, but it looks
Oh,
like
they are
we're
not
from
pulling their
around here.
punches with the themes,
You
are
probably
they?
don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera?
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Yeah.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases.
Uh-huh.
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette,
Chief Justice! So that's his title. Okay, okay.
as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal,
Oh.
a machine created by the Archon.
Ooh.
Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
So implied it's some sort of device that can tell the truth and make sure that a sentence is just. Basically prevents false charges and injustice. Sounds good. Can it be tampered with? Would anybody have motivation to do that? Say the Fatui? Yeah, yeah. Tell me more. A judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the Nation of Justice. Oh, maybe if we go look at it, we can meet the Archon. Maybe if we go tamper with it, we can meet the Archon if worst comes to worst. Worst comes to worst? Who even knows? I'm too excited to know right now. It's worst come to worst. Anyways. A judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the Nation of Justice.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance.
Didn't they just say it was machine? Oh dear.
Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Will that raise any red flags?
Oh, that's easy.
Ooh.
Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there.
It is her!
Say it's her biggest passion.
It is her! I was wondering. Because I saw the, whatchamacallit, the little trailer. The feast trailer. End feast? Final feast? Something like that? And I was wondering, is it Farina or is it Neuvillette? They both seemed pretty suspicious in the moment. Could have been a secret third option. But it's Farina! Oh my god. Oh, but her line. She called something boring. Oh dear, Farina, you do have an interesting personality, don't you? But one presumes that everything is okay in the Opera House. Hopefully, and the cases are being treated with due gravitas.
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally.
I can't talk to her if I go to the Opera House. What is... Hello? Hello? What is that?
In that case,
What was that?
I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult.
I want to know what that was.
You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Make an appointment? For what? A consultation?
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Oh, neat. Okay. I love seeing how each different region has different relationships with their Archons, you know?
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Okay.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
So we have Mondstadt, where the Archon was quote-unquote missing, but treated with reverence, mostly. We have Lewe, where the Archon was among them until he wasn't, except he was, but they didn't know that, also treated with reverence. Inazuma, where the Archon was downright feared, very involved with national affairs. Sumeru, where the Archon was not involved with national affairs because she was kind of being trapped by her own people. And now we're here, not involved with the national affairs, but very popular. I love it. A remix.
Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Suppose.
Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Okay. So she's very popular, but perhaps not taken as seriously?
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Okay, but not disrespected, hopefully.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
And apparently disrespect is a chargeable offense. Interesting.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Seems like the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Mojo Archon at the Opera House.
And at least we now know that if we approach her, we're not likely to be engaged in battle or anything. Like the Shogun. Are you looking at Lynette?
But
Are
who
you?
knows how long making
Look at that
an
stare.
appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime.
I like the way you think, Paimon, but I think we should actually make the appointment first and then go gallivanting around because we need to kill time afterwards anyways.
Hey, what are you looking over there for?
I found Lynette. There's a girl over there. She's been standing alone for quite some time. What's she doing? Is she fishing?
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Would that be bad? I do that all the time.
Maybe we better go check on her.
But I understand that Paimon is concerned, so let's go check on her. Hi, Lynette. What do you think? Well, I was too excited to proceed. Prelude of Blancheur and Noirsoir? Something? Noircoeur? Yeah, that seems more like it. Let's read! Bulletin board! Maritime Harbor bulletin board. Oh, look at the little guy in the background again! Okay, so you're patrolling, so you're a guard. Do you have little wings? Got a little tail. Definitely non-human, but very adorable. Probably an ally, unless the state turns against us again. Anyways, this bulletin board has been specially set up by the Harbor Master of Maritime Harbor to publicize all important matters here and around the harbor. Any questions may also be posted here. Continue reading! Attention all visitors. Any and all dueling within Fontaine will require application and registration with the appropriate authorities. Okay, great. Once again, we're less likely to be challenged to a duel by the Archon if we approach. Fantastic. Or if she does, we can say we don't have registration, and she'll be delayed until we can get registration. Private, unapproved duels are strictly prohibited. Any participants will be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Any and all losses and damages resulting from unauthorized private duels will be borne by the participants. Arrests made by the Maison Gardenage are not to be considered duels or dueling behavior. If you wish to uphold your honor, you may apply for a duel during that trial process. You may apply for a duel during the trial process. Refrain from any last-ditch resistance if you wish to avoid meaningless losses. Yikes. The Maison Gardenage would like to remind you that Maritime Harbor is near the desert, and large numbers of illegal individuals calling themselves eremites have been active nearby. Merchants passing through should remain vigilant. If you see something, say something. Contact the Maison Gardenage to deal with any suspicious persons. Wanted, name unknown, seeking any and all relevant information. On a bounty notice, is there a picture? Aha, male, Fontainian. One leg is a prosthetic replacement. Known alias, Mr. Sawleg. I see. Has conducted illegal performances at Maritime Station, resulting in a disruption of public order. Are you kidding me? Were you arresting, like, a street busker? Oh, Neely would hate this place. Rewards are available for information leading to the capture of this individual. If you have any related information, please contact the Maison Gardenage. Oh, and then we're back to dueling. Okay. We will leave. Wow, now that's interesting. So dueling is definitely part of the local culture. What are you, little guy? Definitely part of the local culture, which is cool. Wow! You're on duty. Do not wish to speak. Understood. There was another guy over here, wasn't there? I guess we saw the one on the other side? Because we saw a different robot earlier. Or, what would you be called? Some sort of mechanical individual. We saw a different one earlier, so maybe this is just a different shift. Maybe they swapped out. Alright, let's talk to these guys again.
Hey, how about we get some tickets to the next trial?
Tickets? They sell tickets? Oh.
I think we'd better wait and see what kind of case it is first.
Oh dear. I don't like that. There's a person over there on that boat. Here's Lynette. She's got a little boat. Is that my boat? Oh, that's funny. Funny placement there. It's suddenly sunrise? Sunset?
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh?
Hi.
I'm fine. Thanks.
Maybe she's just enjoying the view?
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
Is everything alright?
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself.
Oh, surely you have someone to confide in.
I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
In Samara?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids? Or a fantastical race from Fontaine. I mean, she's got cat ears. I don't think they're mermaids.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's
Look at
filled
her.
with fresh water.
I literally have her as a character. How have I never looked closely at her vision? That's a Fontaine vision.
And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged.
1 second. It's an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. So they called this the Source Water Nation. Clearly there are these endless waterfalls. So it's providing all the water to the world. I've been wondering absently how they get their water. How come it never runs out? What does the water cycle look in this world? That all the water comes back to Fontaine? I was worried about the water running out. She seems to be implying that the water level has been rising over the years.
He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea.
Question, why would it be filled with the scent of the sea if this is freshwater? But anyways, please proceed.
But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
Okay, definitely rising.
It won't be long before it swallows us.
Seems like a concern. Do you suppose this is our first hint of the plot of this nation?
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Oh my god, remember the notes that we read? Renee's notes? They talked a lot about floods, didn't they? So does Fontaine have a flooding issue?
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
As of about 15 seconds ago, hello! Wow, look at how intricate your coat is. It's gorgeous.
Oh, and you are?
I know who this is.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern.
Suspicious.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Wow.
I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
It's so nice to finally hear everyone's voices. Also, his eyes are really pretty.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Hello.
We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
She's saying the water level is rising, Paimon. I'm a little
see.
concerned.
It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
What's that expression mean, Lynette? You don't seldom speak because your brother speaks over you, is it? Or is it more like me and Paimon, where I just let Paimon do the talking?
Oh, really?
It's more comfortable that way.
You two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
I like to think it's because you literally taught me the language of this world, Paimon. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, Paimon. You always steal all my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
Aw, she's gonna feel bad.
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
Oh, she feels bad.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
That is a lot of water we're looking at. Is this something we should be concerned about?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for
Prophecy?
some time now.
Prophecy? Who told the where do people get prophecies from in this world? Who prophesied it?
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in Fontaine?
Where to begin?
Why are you assessing us right now? Are you going to put on a performance to tell your tale?
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
We absolutely have, which tells me he's about to do a magic trick or something.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Exactly.
Hello, traveler.
Hi? Hello, Linny. It's a pleasure to meet you. Were you shaking our hands?
And hello, Paimon.
Okay, that's kind of adorable. But like, why?
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Okay. If this world had like bugs, I would immediately suspect that he put a tracker on us or something. He's a little magic man. He can do sleight of hand. Did you put cards up my sleeves or something? I don't even have sleeves. Also, that feels like a lie. Are you pranking us? What is going on here?
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
I don't know if we can call him a friend just yet, Paimon. My new person suspicion is kicking in.
By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
I trust Lynette with my life. I do not trust Linny with Paimon. No, sir. What are you plotting, young man? It's probably like just a fun little prank, but he's definitely plotting something.
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself.
Oh, why's
I'll
that?
gladly take you once I finish things here.
What are you planning to do at the Opera House?
Please, follow me.
Please tell me. Oh, look at the little logo in the background. It's like a fountain. That's the Fontaine logo, right? Anyways, that was delightful, and I am delighted. What was that about? The handshake? What was that? I'm surprised that they're not slowing down my walking like they normally do. I want to talk to that little guy! Where did they go? Oh, they must be on the other side of the plants or something. Oh, sorry. Wow, we're being escorted. Oh, hello.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
Oh, no.
Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Am I getting arrested? What did I do? Whenever you see guards running in your direction, usually means you're getting arrested. What did I do? Is it because I made a joke earlier about not having a permit to park our boat. Is it because we don't have a permit to park our boat? Oh. Oh, maybe it's... Oh, no. Hi, Glorend. I was going to say, it seems like they're being... Oh! Very nice to us, actually, but no, they're not being nice to us. They're being nice to her. She's up there. Wow, she came right out to meet us.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
Was it the guy in Caravan Rebat? But we didn't mention that we wanted to see her there. We just mentioned we were coming.
My
Does she want to see
dear
us?
People, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Hi, Farina. Oh my gosh. She does bring the drama with her, doesn't she?
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation.
Her eyes are so striking.
Let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Oh my god, almost a little uncomfortable. Wow, look at that dress. People burst into applause upon seeing the Archon and her greeting, but... hi! Having them burst into applause for us is a little surreal.
Is she talking about us?
She looked right at us, Paimon. I think she is. Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations.
Oh dear.
But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
She doesn't seem very happy to see us. Look at that face. Look at her! She's so blue! I love blue. Oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe this is happening. She doesn't seem happy to see us, but they have established already that appearances can be deceiving in this nation. She seems to be quite the actor.
Fear is for insignificant cowards.
Oh dear.
I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity.
Hello. Her eyes are obviously little water droplets.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do.
I do wonder why they're like
It will
that.
allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
I love the little fanfare she's got going on.
I, Focalor, hereby
Oh.
welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Thank you for the welcome, but I guess I remembered wrong. I thought Nahida said that Focalor was the name of the original Archon. I guess it's the new Archon. So I wonder what the original's name was. Well, finding the Archon was easy enough, I suppose.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Yeah, we have.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Are you surprised based on what we've heard of her so far? I'm kind of... One half of me feels very awkward. The other half of me, that's not actually Vega in this situation, is delighted. This is fantastic.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
Wow, Paimon.
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding.
Oh dear.
Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Okay, being a little casually condescending, but on the other hand, I think it kind of feels like she's doing that deliberately because she dodged the question. She didn't answer it at all. So I assume she's trying to irritate us into not realizing that she's not giving us any information?
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god?
Rude.
All it takes is a
Who's
flip
this guy?
of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Because now I'm thinking about how the previous Hydro Archon had the Lockfolk spying on people, so... Is it something to do with that? What do you mean flick your finger and know everything about us? Do you have a spy network as well?
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over herself. Oh, she heard us, didn't she?
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
So she's not all-knowing. She's improvising. She's responding to her emotions? Does she have trouble understanding human emotions? This is a very curious move right here. Anyways.
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
She's not all-powerful in this situation, is the feeling I just got.
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
How have you heard of me? What do you mean, legendary blonde traveler? Why is that in quotes? Who has been saying this?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about.
Stories?
Lady Farina came here to personally see her.
Oh!
Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
What?
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Oh, why did my... This really is the nation of prophecies coming true, isn't it?
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear
Hurry
believers
up.
and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy. And despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus.
Her voice actress is amazing, by the way. Kudos.
You may consider this my reward to all of you.
Or bravo,
I've
perhaps.
determined that there will be an epic duel between myself
What?
and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Why? What did I do?
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on. Fighting gods. I've got a resume. Or are we going to fight someone like in her stead? Back to the dull blade though, that's funny. Oh, was she bluffing? Was she being metaphorical?
Are you not afraid? My
She
I
blushing?
remind you that this is a duel against the divine.
Everyone seems kind of offended that I'm actually going to do it.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
She just said that she wanted to duel me. What do you want me to do?
Down, Clorend. I admire her
Clorend.
bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior.
What is going on?
Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Amazing delivery. Wow.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
She kind of backed down, didn't she? Yeah, she didn't like the idea of actually fighting us. We called her bluff accidentally.
On Aranias, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
I'm getting the vibes from her that she's a little, like, hot and cold. Very confident, but very reluctant. I don't know if I can say unsure, because I don't know enough about, like, her actual abilities, but very confident and very reluctant at the same time. She likes having fun and entertaining people, but she also feels the need to entertain people.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel.
Oh, I see.
A duel in court!
The delivery.
Right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
So what, am I going to be arrested? Or am I defending somebody? I am not trained in law.
Right.
Where's Yanfei? Yanfei!
After all, such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
A duel in court. It really feels like we'll be
So much about the crowd's
debating.
reactions. Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
It's so funny to be talking with somebody who's way over there. And we haven't committed any crimes. We literally just arrived here. Well, let's not remind them of that, because then they might look at our boat. We haven't committed any crimes that we know of.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
I love her delivery. Every line is so good. Is it because I raised my sword against a god? Obvious.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
What?
You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
So she definitely knows the law back in front, unless she just made that up because she's the Archon and she's allowed to just instill laws. But why on earth would you be not permitted to release any flying objects within the city limits during the first 3 days of each month? I just want to know the story behind that. If that's a real law, that's going to be a hilarious story and I want to know it. Secondly, Paimon is not an object. What are you talking about? Unless it's something that Lenny planted on us.
They've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
I'm convinced that they're going to make it seem like she just made it up. And then it's going to be revealed. Nope, actually that's a real law.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Paimon is not an object.
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections,
I object?
then in the name of the Hydro Archon,
That's your own name!
order your arrest.
Okay.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject...
I feel like she would allow him for the drama, you know?
I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Thank you, Lenny.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician, Linny.
Great magician, wow.
Beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
Paimon can eat things. Objects can't eat things, usually.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show.
Please don't try to give her, like, a different idea for what to arrest us for. No, you did plant some sort of flying object on us, didn't you?
So, with such an audience gathered here,
Oh my
allow
god.
me to perform a trick for everyone.
I thought it was gonna be some sort of lighthearted prank, but you're getting us arrested! I guess we did ask him how we could meet the Archon, and this is one way to do it. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Oh, you're making it seem like she's an object! Or what?
Ta-da!
Thanks, Lynette. That was actually really funny.
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Lenny do that?
Ah, when Lenny patted you on the back. That young man was plotting something, you could see it in his eyes. Right there. Enhance.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This
No!
has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
It's clearly you doing it. Look, it's made of pyro and there's little cats' heads. And besides, Paimon is my dear friend's child, and I am babysitting, and this is my little baby leash. You know, so she doesn't fly away. I would normally never put her on a leash, but I can't fly, so in case she wanders off, I need to be able to retrieve her. She is indeed sentient and not an object. That is my objection.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
Oh. Is our magic show a little looked down upon?
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Oh, I feel kind of bad for them, actually.
I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Maybe he did us a favor, actually. He really... Oh, what would you call it? Downgraded her claim? That's not the word, but he made it seem ridiculous. At least she's not offended.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
The unison. I guess if you entertain her enough, she'll end the scenario? That's one way to handle her humors.
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of
Oh my
justice
God.
will not bring charges against an innocent person.
I love all the circus, but we still need to meet you.
But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Okay. Your point being, I don't have one hidden under my scarf or anything.
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo. Wow. What an entrance! What an introduction! And this is just a normal day in Fontaine. A slightly abnormal day in Fontaine when the traveler arrives, but
She's gone!
amazing!
That's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen!
I loved it.
We never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
You call her? I love this because she calls her unpredictable, but this means that she operates by the rules of drama. If we can work those rules, we will have a great time interacting with her. I adore it. Thanks for bailing us out, Linny. Did you know that was going to happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a
Oh.
little preparation. Just
So
in
it's
case.
real.
I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
That's very forward-thinking of you.
So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
Absolutely.
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Man, confusing is a good way to put it. Is she really that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
Multi-use stage, I suppose. Trials and magic
Just know
shows.
a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in
Ooh.
Fontaine. The Opera House.
All of a sudden, I will do whatever it takes to make sure this show is pulled off without a hitch. Oh, I just realized it's got Lynette's little designs around the border there. That's cool.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
You know, of all the characters that I expected to meet first in Fontaine, I was talking about this during the little mini episode, I did not expect it to be Lynette and Lynette. I don't know why. They're literally on, like, the Fontaine Travail section. They're very quintessentially Fontaine. I was not expecting to see them first. But that makes sense for being invited to a performance.
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
It's our in with the city.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I would be delighted. How much are tickets?
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Suspicious. Is there any way I could help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer.
Did you just manipulate us into helping you?
This is a magical item known as a magic pocket.
Oh, cute.
Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Are you sowing the seeds for your show? Ooh, it's a little bag.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
Is it bigger on the inside?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails.
Oh, finally! Back to the prophecy.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin.
He's crying.
No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved.
Oh, and that's what Fremine was talking about in the little trailer we watched. Kind of. He mentioned sin, at least.
Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
If this is the only image we're going to get, it must be very important. Let's see, she's on a little chair. Her design looks the same as far as I can remember. A little simpler, perhaps, but that doesn't seem that much different. She's crying. Is that where all the water comes from? Her tears? What is that behind her? Is that a sun? A circle of some kind? Rocks and, like, boat masts, maybe? So, boats breaking and capsizing?
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey, hypothetically, what would happen if everybody moved out of the nation? Would that stop the waters?
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, what happened? Or what did they do? What did somebody do to cause that? What's the reasoning in the prophecy?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
Interesting. Like, very interesting.
Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
How?
But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
Has anyone asked the Archon?
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
I get the feeling they did ignore the prophecy until they realized that the water was rising.
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Why only in the last few years? What could have happened to start it? But now the water's engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Wait, does that mean if we do this Archon quest, and the Archon quest does have something to do with this prophecy, can we unsubmerge those areas? Can we unlock more map? That would be cool.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. but my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death.
I literally cannot believe that we're in Fontaine right now. Look at these people. These are Fontaine characters we're talking to. Oh my god. Sorry. Still needs to settle in. I can't believe it. Let's see, my family and I. He says my family and I, not my sister and I, which means he has more family. Wow, do you guys have parents? If so, that would be exciting. I could give you a congratulations for being like the 6th and 7th people to have parents in this game.
We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them.
Oh, to carry their items or to scoop out water?
As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity.
Haha.
I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
That's very kind of you. Magic. What kind of magic? Where did this magic come from? How are you producing these things? You say that you make a living through your magic shows, but people didn't seem very impressed, I'm sorry to say. This is your first time performing at a big venue, which tells me that you haven't been making much of a living before. You've probably been scraping by. How are you funding the creation of these magic pockets? How do you have magic that can do that? Is this real magic? I'm so excited to see if he actually has magic. That'd be really cool. But because, you know, any power outside of the elemental system is one that I'm very keen to see more of and to try to understand how that works. But if it is just very straightforward, you know, he figured out how to make these magic pockets and he's been doing his best to make them even despite their meager funding, that's very kind of him.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things.
So we need to talk to the Archon?
Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
That is incredibly suspicious. Are you sure you're not just planting something for some big trick during your performance? You sure you're not trying to steal all of their belongings? Regardless of what they say, convince them to take it? What are you up to? Did that say, like, water disappearing into water? Wow. Wow, what a start. I am ever so tempted. Oh, look at our little tree balloon. I'm ever so tempted to just start climbing. I want that statue. Anyways. Let's talk to some people. Do you suppose they have thoughts that Nihida can read? Doesn't seem like anybody does, which makes sense. We are no longer in Sumeru. I do want to change my party around, but I still don't know what I'll need. My compass is useless to me here. Let's go here. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything I want to do before we start diving back into some dialogue. We've got a nice little breaking point here. I'm gonna see if I can talk to that little guy. Where did they go? Wow, really teasing us. Lector. Hello.
Wait to give her my gift.
Here's the guy that we saw earlier. So distinguished looking. May I speak with you? That's a no. Wow, look, a puddle on the ground! That's really cool. Makes sense, makes sense. Oh, we need to talk to that person. There's these people. Where did that little guy go? Honestly, I'm looking for oculi at this point. Okay, so we also met Chlorinde, whose name is not Chlorinde, but rather Chlorinde, was it? She seems to be the captain of the guard for the Archon. Wow, it's gorgeous. Look at the waterfalls. Hello, Ogoro. Is that your name?
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
Take it or else.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I
Wow,
also
look at his
believe
hat.
in another story.
What is that symbol supposed to be? Reminds me of, like, scales. So, scales of judgment, you can say, so on and so forth. But then there's two little creatures there, and they look like mermaids with the tails.
The story says that people once lived in the ocean.
Oh.
They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it.
Like your hat?
But as time wore on,
With
people
tails.
desired to live on land and developed blood vessels. encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land.
Interesting. So, water perhaps associated with blood in this world, at least in Fontaine, by some people. So your idea is basically no need to be afraid, we're just returning to the waters?
So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
What a statement! When the water rises and we all die, we're just going home. I mean, one would hope. I would prefer that outcome.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
You can at least give it to somebody else if you won't use it.
Alright, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Interesting. I suppose I was a little concerned by the word dissolve, but sure. Also, wouldn't you like to have a magic bag that can hold anything?
What do you think? Pretty interesting story, huh?
I would take the bag even if there was no prophecy. Thank you for your time. Hello again, Etienne. Take this suspicious bag, please.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
Literally, don't worry about it. I would prefer that you didn't. Have this.
Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
So you've heard of these before. Interesting.
Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
So Lenny has been distributing these for a while.
But where would I move to? Snezhnaya? Liue?
The world is your oyster. I love the sound of just endless water. But I suppose that's the issue here, isn't it? Endless water. Where did that little guy go? Maybe they were off their shift. Maybe they were a sailor? Do you think that the game deliberately had them in the background only when we were talking to people so that we couldn't go over there to talk to them? Goodness me. Galathy, cool name.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything.
Sure, but it's a free bag. Why not?
Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I love her outfit. The anchor on the side, the blue, gorgeous.
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
I mean, you can use the bag in 50 years' time. Nobody said you had to use it tomorrow.
I really can't imagine what it would be like if things changed.
Though we can definitely understand her viewpoint, and I love that we get to see a bunch of different viewpoints. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. And thank you for taking the bag. Now I can worry less about you. Talk to Linne. Hello, Linne.
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
No kidding. Many were quite stubborn.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Are you going to cause a disaster to strike, Linne?
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
Okay, so we're learning a little bit about how the production is actually produced, but...
So, you want
where's the funding from?
Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Ooh, I do want to collect Fontaine materials. New region means new collectibles!
Oh, that would be much
I'll collect a million!
We'll need some Romaritime flowers.
Romaritime flowers.
I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
They're named after the harbor, or the harbor's named after them. Is he still here? No, they both left. Okay, so I can just kind of leave? To be honest, it doesn't really look like there's many directions I can go in. Ooh. What is that? Is that a robot dog? Baguette! Etienne! Oh, bonjour! My god, you're a real dog. You're not a robot. You're just wearing armor. Woof woof. Good doggy, good doggy. Alright, I shan't disturb you further. Woof woof. Oh my gosh, enchanté, Baguette! So cute! Also very random. I love it. I like your outfit. You look like you're... Oh, I was gonna say you look like you're from somewhere else, but no, you look like you're from Fontaine. What are these? What is this? Is it like a brochure panel? Places in the city or something? Information? Oh, I can climb this place using stairs! I don't have to go, you know, full adventurer goblin mode and climb the walls. That's the way I'm supposed to go, yes? The seaside, are there crabbies? Well, it's not the seaside, is it? It's a lake. The second I see my first collectible, it's on site. I don't care what it is, it's mine. What is this?
Seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
Why? Also, thank you for telling me. I would have never known. Look at it! It bubbles! Can I read about it? Is this a quest item or is this like a resource? Here? I have so many things that are new, I won't be able to find it. Is this it? No. Is this it? Oh, it is! I have 6. An ethereal and elegant blue flower. Its tender petals are elastic and water absorbent, making it the ideal raw material for various daily necessities. Now, if they use these to make the bags, they're probably pretty waterproof, aren't they? Let me guess, there's gonna be exactly 5 around here. Oh, this is a thing! More coats! I've made you in my teapot.
No, my sword!
But it is nice to see them out in the wild. Always get extra. You don't see any more. Wow, the edge of the rock is blurring into the water. Hee. I want to find a chest. I want to get some Fontaine materials. I want to get to some domains. I want to start leveling my Fontaine characters. God, can you imagine? Let's see. What do I need? Bosses. It's the bosses that I need. Like this thing? Are these Luminose Bell? Okay. Nimidose Bell? Okay, I already need 2 different bosses, unless this is from the same boss and it just changes. Because look, it's the same shape. It's really interesting. Well, let's see. Sorry. Icewind Sweet. Also Icewind Sweet. Oh, excellent! Fantastic, same boss. Anybody else? Who else exists? You're Fontaine, but not really. I don't know if that's in Fontaine or not. I assume it's in Natlan. And... Ooh, you! Experimental field generators. Oh, I've met you in the Abyss. It'd be really nice if we can get boss drops in the Abyss. This thing. Legatus Golems. And you! Millennial Pearl Seahorses. There's so many bosses in this realm, I swear. Hydro Tool Plus. I've also met you in the Abyss. So I think that's just about everybody from Fontaine for me. So, goals for today. I want to get that statue. I was going to try to get the other statue, but everyone had a lot to say, didn't they? So we're keeping our eye on the prize. Ideally, I would like to get that statue. I want to just... Let's see. We're so close. It's this one. Oh my god, I'm going to spend like a month in there as soon as I unlock it. This has to be... Oh, wow. I was going to say, I would assume that this is... character materials, but no, it's more artifacts. Variation 4. I wonder if that's over in Petrichor, because that's the city of music, right? I'm playing this. Where on earth are your materials? Way up there? Oh. I feel like this is gonna be for weapons. I feel like Farina. I'm offended. Oh my god, they give me something way up there. That's wild. And that's the one that we looked at? No, it's another one. Crumbling assembly. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. Nothing's gonna happen if I don't proceed. Let's talk.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here.
Oh wow, you actually did some of your own work. I'm impressed.
Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
I suddenly very much want her to meet Kokomi.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
I guess she wants to try all the dishes. What? They're just walking away? That is so rude.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there?
Oh, I see.
The young girl.
No, I didn't see her earlier. But she's dressed just like that person in Caravan Rebut was. Or at least similar, isn't she?
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
Oh, wow.
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Yep. She looks like she's stealing. That was a little suspicious of her.
Right.
A little obvious.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
Wow, going out of your way to catch a thief. Why so?
You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Or do you suppose he just has a very strong sense of justice, being from Fontaine? Understood. Leave it to me.
All right, let's go.
Wow. But yeah, doing this right in front of me, he could have done it earlier when we were collecting flowers. The suspicious side of me says that he's trying to earn our trust by doing a random good deed. A very save the cat kind of moment. But the other side of me says he and Lynette were on the face of Fontaine in Travail, so maybe they are just very imbued with a sense of justice. Who knows? Also, look at that. You know how you can see the tree from here? I wonder what Fontaine thought when the sign of Appalachia popped up. And then it turned into that. I wonder if they sent anybody over to investigate. If they asked Sumeru if they should be concerned. But 'twas I! My god, Farina infected me immediately. Also, I'm very much enjoying that the quest is immediately sending us to the top of this tower, because that's exactly where I want to go. Thank you, quest. Looking for chests. Well, that's where Farina was standing. So, elevator? No more stairs, so it's gotta be. Ooh, this looks like it's going to spin. Wow! Oh, this would be such a cool view if you could see out of it. Oh, it is spinning. Aha, I called it. It's also a great way to get arrested once you reach the top. You can't see anybody who's preparing to meet you. What is gorgeous, though. Look at this. This is glass. This is definitely stained glass. Wow, this takes a while. Hello! The reflection is very cool. Wow, it really takes a while. I guess we're slowing down now. I appreciate that it takes us very gently, you know? If it went too quickly, oh boy. I heard a little guy. It's over there, I can see it. Look, a statue! Look at it! Wow. It reminds me of, statues in real life that you would see in harbors. Well, specifically, it reminds me of the fisherman's wife, I think. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Here we go! Ooh. Now that looks like tracks, water tracks, aqua bus, if I do say so myself. There's a boss. Emperor Fire and Iron? That's Gaming's boss. I mean, I know that he came out during Fontaine era, so it makes sense that he has a Fontaine drop. It's just very funny to me that the first person we meet, the first boss we meet, doesn't fit any of my Fontaine characters. Ah! I bet that's Linny's boss, that's my guess. Paimon! Did light just start flooding from the statue of the Seven just now? That's so weird. Did anything like this ever happen before? It's normal for a statue of the Seven to glow. I didn't see it looking any different. I was also very excited though. Vega, you didn't feel uncomfortable at all? Huh? Water. The water is speaking to me. Wow, I feel like I'm using gills to breathe. Like Paimon's gonna believe you. If you can crack jokes like that, you must be fine. Though, after it lit up like that, the air does feel a lot more humid. Maybe it's because of all that hydro energy that was released? Paimon heard that in Fontaine, if you can use elemental energy properly, you can even swim underwater. Maybe you can even find sunken treasure. What? This is really funny to me, because that implies that if you don't have elemental energy and you're not in Fontaine, you can't swim underwater. Nowhere in the world, nobody can swim. Like, from a game mechanic standpoint, it makes perfect sense. Whenever we swim, we've always been on the surface of the water, so this tells me that there's areas where we can dive, maybe? And we can find, like, chests down there? We'll have to keep an eye out for those. But, does that mean that in the world, nobody can dive underwater? That's hilarious. Paimon will leave diving for treasure to you. Paimon will stand on the shore and wait for you. Oh, I guess Paimon can't swim, and she probably has bad memories of almost drowning, too. It'll be lonely going underwater alone. You could try doing something for once, Paimon? Rude. You could try, Paimon. Maybe I'll teach you how to swim. Ah, but being in the water is scary. What if Paimon accidentally gets swept up in a current, gets all turned around and dizzy, and then she won't be able to fly away no matter what? Is that what happened to you before? Just like before Paimon met you back in Mondstadt. Then I'll fish you out again. Also, that concerns me, because didn't we technically meet in Guyonstone Forest, so... Did she fall in the water in Mondstadt and get swept all the way down to Guyon? Let's look at this falling star as well. Really? Then maybe Paimon can try going underwater with you. You'd better not go back on your word. Of course not, Paimon. Oh! I'd never let you drown. Fontaine's blessing, hi brother. A mysterious power that flows out from the statue to imbue you with the blessing of the transoceanic source water. Your progress will remain unhindered so long as you are moving through the lakes of Fontaine. Fontaine's blessing. Under the protection of transoceanic source water, what you expend while moving underwater is not stamina, but aquatic stamina. As such, when your aquatic stamina is expended, you will not drown. Oh. So you can't drown in Fontaine. That is highly ironic, considering that we're a little bit concerned the entire nation might drown. Alright. Seems like these diving areas are actually going to be quite big. Ooh. We know what time it is. Also, look at her. She's got a sword. That looks like a ship's wheel almost. Oh gosh, that's gorgeous. The dress? It's actually not admiring the statue time. It is resonate with Hydra time! Oh, that's the water. Wow, that was cool. You see that spiral? Look at me! Now I'm the blue one! Okay, what does it do? Go! Wow. Goodness me, that was kind of aggressive. I love it. Did you see that golden sparkle afterwards? How far is my range? Pretty far. Wow. That is really cool. I wonder what happens if I hold it down. That'll be my last test, and then we'll actually read some talents. I can aim. Oh, it's draining my health. That's really interesting. So would you oh, dear me. So would you consider Fontaine to be the region of, HP? Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. It really reminds me... Oh, thank you. Really reminds me of, that was a lot of HP. Farina's playstyle. Makes sense. And, a little bit of Novelette's as well, with that water beam that he can do. Wow. Alright, let's read it really quick, and then we will be on our way. I need to change over my things, my artifacts. Yeah. I mean, elemental mastery, always helpful. Well, usually, but still. Oh, man. Oh, thank goodness I have some of these. What on... Did you see that? It was blank. That was really interesting. Anyways. Normal attack, charge attack, yes. Aqua Crest Saber. For some reason, the little logo looks like a little spaceship to me. Like a little 80s spaceship. Okay, unleashes a torrent that can cleanse the world. Very apropos. Okay, press, torrent surge, hydro damage, hold. Enter aiming mode. Wow, can I speak? No. Enter aiming mode and constantly fire off dewdrops in the direction in which you are aiming, dealing hydro damage to opponents they hit. When the skill ends, it will send a torrent surge forward that will deal hydro damage to opponents it comes into contact with. It's a fusion. When holding this hold, my goodness. When using the hold configuration of the skill, the traveler's HP is higher than 50%, the damage dealt by the dewdrops will increase based on the traveler's max HP, and the traveler will lose a fixed amount of HP every second. Interesting. So it'll stop decreasing our HP, but we will lose that damage increase. Arca Numa. At certain intervals, after using Torrent Surge, the skill will unleash a Spirit Breath Thorn. Cool. Numa aligned hydro damage. That's what that golden thing was at the end. You studied the ripples in the water with Paimon. Thank you, Paimon! Spirit Breath Thorn is really cool. Very interesting name, too. Spirit Breath. Once again, we're seeing air. One might even say wind. Aligned with spirits. But how curious to find that imbued within a hydro skill. Rising Waters unleashes a slow-moving floating bubble that deals continuous hydro damage. Studied the ebb and flow of the tides of Paimon. Finally, we get to bubble people once again. Spotless Waters. After the dewdrop fired by the hold mode hits an opponent, a source water droplet will be generated near to the traveler. If the traveler picks up, they will restore 7% HP. Cool, so we can heal ourselves! Wow, we're a healer now. One droplet can be created this way every second, and each use of Aquaquest Saber can create 4 droplets at most. If HP has been consumed, Torrent Surge at the skill's end will deal bonus damage equal to 45% of the total HP the traveler has consumed. Wow. Maximum damage bonus is 5,000. Okay. So you can consume, heal, get extra boost. Interesting. Okay. Looking at my Mora. What's the upgrade? Okay, this one first. I am going to run out of things almost immediately. Wow, look at that. I ran out of things immediately. It's going to take half of what I have left. Hopefully here. I'll go a little further. Jeez. 2. Okay. Artifacts. I am concerned if we run into battle, we will be... not helpful if we do. Interesting. Really? People are really going all in on the normal attack with this build. Curious. Charge attack damage. Ooh! When HP increases or decreases, crit rate will increase. That's really nice. Yeah, I think I will put this on her. Once I get it. For now, I'll just stick with what I have. I'm sure I'll be going back to Sumeru quite frequently. I'm still working on the Chasm quest after all. Yeah, we'll stick with the physical damage, especially if we're not really leveled. Yeah, I hate being low level, but it's fine. I do not have the resources. Congratulations, Hydro Traveler. Oh, Galaxy, you got up here fast. Well, I suppose so did I. That's what the elevator's for, after all. Why does that look different? There was an object in front of it first. What's this? Oh, see that very light rectangle right here? It's a reflection. I thought it was a piece of paper on the wall. Hello, can I get this first? Anybody have any cryo? I'm not gonna be tall enough to get that. That's cryo. So, maybe that'll be my first element that I... Wow! That is gorgeous, and it sounds so peaceful in here. I love how watercolor it looks. Look at that mountain in the background that they're highlighting. Almost reminds me of Dragon Spine. Okay, cryo is going to be the first element that I want. But especially with me being low level, I don't know if I want to bring in a cryo character right now because these 3 will be powerhouses. Once I do bring in a cryo character, probably I'm thinking Remine. But he'll need to be leveled too. Oh, but I need somebody right now. Yes, I did forget what I was doing as soon as I saw the beautiful sights. Don't worry about it.
This will be interesting.
Hi, Kaya. Welcome to Fontaine. I freaking missed! Very high up, aren't we? I mean, we could one enroll it and bring out Farina, I guess.
Dodge this!
Yeah, it's not working. Sorry, Kaya. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed Fontaine. Bye. Where is she?
I knew you'd miss me.
I'm so happy that we got to meet her so quickly. Don't attack anything, please. Because what a character she has! There's so much personality to her, and I love it! And immediately, now that I know her, what are you looking at? Oh, well, thank you, Farina. Now that I know her, I feel so excited to play as her. The excitement is freshly renewed, you know?
Behold, the Prinzessin der Talon.
I would love Fischl to meet Farina, actually. Wait for the aquabus. Oh, the thing that was here was the aquabus, and that's why it's gone now. So I can probably fast time it if I need to. Good to know. Let's catch a thief first.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
Look at that fancy lady over there. Next target. Oh, there's the thief.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Hey, girl. Get ready to stop her. Time to make the arrest. Do I have permission to arrest people here? I feel like that's breaking some sort of law. If I'm an outsider, I just start arresting people.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction!
Well, what are we waiting for?
What should we do? Should we chase her?
Absolutely. Our job is to block this path. The rest is up to Lenny.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
Let's stick to the plan. Yes, yes. You wait, but there's no sign of the thief.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
I wonder if everything's okay. Seems there's no reason for us to stay here. Let's go find Lenny. She could just be hiding right out of sight. Paimon, you go find Lenny. I'll stay here. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
I think we might have messed up our plan. Oh, hi, Zadra. Yeah, I'll talk to you. You've appeared before me. It's a sign. It will only take 1 hour to walk around this place. The time left can be used to... Hey, are you... Oh, hey there. I'm planning my itinerary. Before I arrived in Fontaine, I did have a plan ready, but I just met with a nice person named Therese. Therese? And it seems that I'll now have to make some adjustments. You see, there's an art to even setting up a tour itinerary. It must be fresh and innovative, but it also needs to be rigorously managed, and you need to adapt to the situation on the ground. Now that I think about it, even filling out a form has gained an element of fun. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're having a great time. Bulletin board, doggy. Wow, look at this dog! I haven't seen you in any of the other regions, the species. That looks like one you'd find in real life, but I don't know what it's called. Bulletin board. This bulletin board has specially been put up by the harbor master, on and so forth. The Fontaine Fishing Association is looking for master line breakers to engage in the great business of line breaking together. Please contact us for details. What in the blazes is line breaking? Why haven't I heard of it? The art of line breaking, as it were, is to put your honor and your life on the line in an epic duel. It requires us to push ourselves to our limits, maximizing our potential as we face the ultimate challenge. I thought private duels were off limits. Do you have a permit? Only through this art can we claim victory over the craven weakling cowering within ourselves, as well as the fish beneath the waves, and place honor, joy, and the fish themselves into our bag. Alright, second time we are seeing honor associated with dueling, so I see it as an honorable art. Isn't that just fishing? The waters of Fontaine are vast, and the currents can be treacherous. For your safety and to save time, please contact a professional licensed diver for all your underwater activities. I very much want to put Femine on the team. Crystal Conch Dive Services ad. That's absolutely right! If you're looking for professional divers, look no further than Crystal Conch Dive Services. Prices starting at 30,000 more per minute. Holy cow. 30,000 a minute? Even Fremine doesn't charge that much, and he's the best. What kind of scam are you running? Posting advertisements below official announcements is forbidden. In addition, we would like to remind visitors to carefully judge the authenticity of services prior to purchase. So it's a scam. And then the thing about the Eremites. Anything else? Welcome to the Aquabus, the station in the terminal. Sorry, the station is the terminal station. What? Oh. This station is the terminal station on the Clementine Line, Romaritime Harbor. Passengers destined from Romaritime Harbor should disembark at this station. I don't know how helpful that announcement will be on the bulletin board that's off the bus. Due to force majeure. Oh my god. I'm having a really weird moment because I learned what that word meant. I heard those words used for the first time in my life today, not 2 hours ago. That's bizarre. That's kind of cool. Due to force majeure, operations on the Cala line are suspended indefinitely. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. What happened? Flooding? Where's the Calla line? Baiji? Farewell, sparrows chirping under the old moon. Greetings, flowers blooming in a new land. Can I look at everything I've read? Awesome. For Maritime Station notice, special notice, my son got neige, message, notice. I just want to see who all these people making announcements are. Though I haven't got the foggiest notion what this says, it looks interesting. Can someone explain it to me? How can you not understand something that's that simple? She obviously just said her goodbyes to someone named No! Sparrows chirping under the old moon, and then unexpectedly met someone named Flowers Blooming in a New Land. I think it's a poem. I think it's a poem. Oh, I get it now, but why are their names so weird? People from Larua have all What? All have strange names like that. If you get out more and go see the world, you'll understand. Continue reading. There's a lot here. Ondulation business travel ad. Simply the best business travel agency in Maritime Harbor, bringing you relaxation and peace of mind. Our services include the provision of clockwork security mecca, so that's what they're called, and humidity-controlled warehouses. We give you peace of mind and guarantee your satisfaction. Suspicious individuals have been approaching passersby outside the city seeking help testing medicines. The Maritime Station would like to remind you, for your health and safety, do not use any potions crafted by non-professional potioneers. If you feel unwell after taking any potion, please find a licensed physician for consultation immediately. Wow, I'm surprised by that one because we didn't see any of that happening when we were down there in the harbor. And then we're back to notice to travelers any and all dueling within Fontaine requires an application and registration. Private duels are prohibited. Addendum, arrests made by the Garnege not considered duels. I want to buy a gift for my girlfriend. She's not from Fontaine. Should I get her a clockwork transformer toy or maybe a magical box of tricks? Why not buy her something like perfume or watches or anything like that? Those only have a single function. They're so boring. Check out this clockwork toy. It can turn into an aquabus. Totally rad. Unless it can turn into a shield to protect you, I recommend you buy some perfume instead. This is a long one. Incredibly messy handwriting. Thanks to the kindness and efforts of Zadra, I have eliminated all possible dangers on my journey. This trip to the Fontaine Research Institute will certainly be completed without incident or delay. I feel the urge to write down that name. That's important. Let's keep that. I need a new note. Fontaine note. Oh my god, wait, I should actually label this. Fontaine note 1. Zadra? From the Fontaine Research Institute. Helpfully abbreviated, FRY. Amazing. Friendly reminder, a massive explosion of unknown origin occurred at the Fontaine Research Institute several days ago. The Institute has ceased operations for all intents and purposes. Oh, do you suppose that's what the guy from the little quest in Sumeru was talking about? He was saying thanks to the efforts of this person, the Institute research is closed and covered in debris and undergoing renovations. I got the feeling that that happened a while ago, but this notice says it occurred a couple days ago. For safety reasons, unauthorized individuals are barred from entering the former grounds of the Fontaine Research Institute. We apologize for any inconvenience. The words are completely illegible. It appears they're written by someone in a fit of extreme emotional agitation. Is this Renee? I don't think the notes specified whether or not the handwriting was messy, but this person seems desperate to get back to the Institute. And the handwriting might be messy because if Renee is not human, if they can pretend to be human, maybe that's how they're able to write on this, but I don't suppose they'll be used to writing with human hands, or they might not even have human hands. Maybe Renee is one of those little beings that we saw down at the harbor. Maybe that was Renee, and that's why Renee is gone! Ooh, the Amurta... Incredibly messy handwriting here as well? The Amurta researcher Samil, leave behind this message as I pass through Maritime Harbor. I hope this academic exchange with Fontaine Research Institute will proceed smoothly. I hope this trip will bring me inspiration for my paper. I wish myself a successful journey. Letter of apology. Sorry, I should not have touched any Melusines. We saw this word. I think the guy that we met, what was his name? Like Augustus? I think he told us about Melusines. Without permission, nor should I have observed them, recorded them, or tried to feed them, etc. These actions were offensive. I'm now deeply aware that my actions were wrong and criminal, and thus I apologize publicly here, and accept my punishment of being expelled from Fontaine. Please learn from my mistakes. What is a Melusine? What are... Ooh. Special reminder. Attention, travelers. Melusines are citizens of Fontaine and part of our nation, and not pets or monsters. Please respect the individual rights of Melusines and the customs of their race. Oh! Yay! Our first Fontaine non-human race! Oh, I'm so excited to meet them! We will, of course, treat them with the utmost respect. Okay, wow, it just keeps going. Attention visitors, any inappropriate or unauthorized behavior may result in misunderstandings and can carry severe consequences, including loss of reputation, financial loss, and potentially other serious repercussions. Attention all guests, for safety reasons, we would like to remind you not to stick your head, hands, or any other body parts and personal items outside the aquabus at any time while the aquabus is in operation. The aquabus operator bears no responsibility whatsoever for any injury or loss incurred as a result of such accidents. In addition, the aquabus may only accept passenger travel. Please contact your suppliers of cargo transport services to transport commercial goods at your own expense. For more information about the aquabus services, please contact Navbed Reyna. We've met Reyna. I thought that said Renee for a split second. I was very excited. A bag containing a large sum of mora was found on the aquabus and has already been handed in to the Maison Gardenage. I lost a photograph near the lift yesterday. I will be most grateful for its return. Note, all recordings within the phonograph are not related to me in any way, nor do I agree with or condone the contents. Huh? If it was yours and you lost it, and you know what the recordings are, how are they not yours? Unless you're like a criminal reporter? Thinking of Charlotte. Could have been recording evidence, and then you lost the evidence. That would be bad. But in that case, they would be heinous acts that you don't associate yourself with. Suspicious. Bounty. First and last names both unknown. Male Fontainian. One leg is a prosthetic replacement known as Mr. Sawlake. Hey, buddy. Rewards are available for information leading... Wait a second, that was different. Illegal performances. No, it's the same. Rewards are available for information leading to the capture of this individual. If you have any related information, please contact the Maison Gardenage. We would like to remind all visitors to follow the prescribed routes and take the lift when traveling. Maritime Harbor is not responsible for any injury, losses, or damage caused by using a wind glider or any other dangerous means of transportation. Ooh, I guess wind gliders aren't as popular here. Bounty, first and last names both unknown. Male Fontainian. Mr. Solig again. Okay. Zadra again. Interesting. I thought it would have looped back to the beginning, but it's actually scrambling them. Curious. Okay, we've read everything. Let's leave. Wow, I almost feel like I should have gotten a reward for that one. Is the aqua bus back? It is! No, it's not. That's just another bus. These backup buses. Oh my god, is the dog following me? Oh my god, it is! Hi, buddy! You can follow me now? Come here! Can I pet you, please? Oh my god, that's so cute. Formosa, a self-proclaimed adventurer? Oh, I want Fables de Fontaine! I want to talk to you. I want to read that book. But let's talk to Linny. Let's proceed on. Oh my god, you followed me all the way over there, buddy? Whoa. That sound muffling is really cool. Let's talk to Linny.
Sure that's all
proceed.
She took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier.
It sounds like they got it back.
Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Bye.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Interesting.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Are you alright, buddy?
Oh, did you get hurt, Linny?
Is it bad?
I'll be alright.
He's standing.
It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
Oh no. Perish the thought.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette.
I love how she can emote so well. You can tell she's irritated.
I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
I wonder why this plot thread has been introduced at all. I wonder if there's a thieves guild here somewhere or something?
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Libby's initiative paid off.
Or maybe this will work in our credit if we do get arrested for something in the future. We can say that clearly we tried to help protect law and order when we could.
All right.
Shows character.
Let's put this little detour behind
Statue.
us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Yes, let's. Also, look. These rocks have striatic layers in them. It's alright. Stratigraphic layers. Completely forgot the word for a second there. I tried to say striations and stratigraphic at the same time, and I said whatever it was that I said. So that implies that they've been underwater. They've been seafloor before. Also, this sort of canyon implies, like, glacial shifting, I feel like. Geological physics does not apply to this world, does it? It makes no sense if it does. I'm kind of sad to see the statue so destroyed, but we'll help it out as fast as we can. I promise. There's the bus. I do want to talk to our self-proclaimed adventurer, though. Alright, let's keep going. Let's push forward. Ooh, Paimon's excited. You holding the bus for us? I love her little flips.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
I sure hope they do.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine.
It's gorgeous.
It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
I'm really getting sibling vibes from those two.
Guess that's what
Nicely
it's like
done.
to be an older brother.
Aw, is that a fond expression, Traveler?
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Yes, let's. I want to ride the bus. I want to go to the city. You suppose we'll get attacked by the Emperor of Fire and Iron along the way? Is that Charlotte? That's Charlotte. She's trying to catch the bus, isn't she? It's a little concerning that this main bus line goes right over the Emperor, but sure.
Oh, excuse me.
Hi.
Aren't you the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette?
Oh, she's after the celebrity scoop today.
Hello. I don't believe we've...
Oh.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Hi, Charlotte. I do love her voice. I remember this now.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
Seems like they have a good working relationship already.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Oh no, did we accidentally... Oh, what is the phrase? My brain is getting burnt out. I think we accidentally stole their thunder.
Amazing!
Whoa!
You recognize everybody almost immediately!
I wouldn't be much
proceeded without me clicking.
Who's who, would I?
I'm almost offended. I wanted to say words. I was going to say, I guess you could say that. It went on without me doing it.
Today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some favor?
Interesting phrase there.
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report
Wow.
on?
That beached boat. What do you normally report on, Charlotte? Wow, look, you can see Larua.
Well, when there isn't any breaking
Excuse
news,
me?
I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House.
Oh, I guess it has to advance because we're literally moving.
You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics.
And if they've pre-programmed this cutscene, then they can't have the background change too much out of what they've allowed for.
For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Wow, that would definitely get my attention. Even I want to read those, though.
That's
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
Do tell.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Oh dear.
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
Any leads?
If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
What about, like, you know, saving the people who are in danger?
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
Kinda sounds like a culprit hasn't been found yet.
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Any other similarities between them?
But
Connections?
the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found.
When was the last disappearance and how frequently did they happen?
Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Maybe it's a network working to cast suspicion off of each other? Oh, there may be more than one criminal at work. Maybe there are copycats.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
I'm very afraid that Lynette and or Charlotte are going to disappear. Oh, look at the silly trails. Hi, guys.
Yes,
It looks like they're fighting.
I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation.
Right?
I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to
Wow,
suddenly
look at that! What's that?
Pay any price to get her back, and then find a
those
way
birds.
to track down the culprit.
But what is that thing that's floating over there? It looks destroyed. Look at the little birds. I want to see them.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
You continue talking on the aqua bus, and before you know it, you are arriving at your destination. Wow, they're really planting so many seeds here, aren't they? We've got the thief thing. We've got the prophecy. We've got the missing girls.
We're almost there, look!
We've got appearances can be deceiving. Oh, I want to hear this. Oh. A full cutscene reveal of the main city? Look at the water, look at the fish! Is that diveable? Is that what that means? Wow. That's beautiful. Wow, I feel like we're entering the future. It looks like a spaceship. Circles kind of reminds me of Chenyu Vale. Wow! The gardens. It's beautiful. Oh, the gold and green and blue. Surprising that no one's here to greet us. You'd think there'd be other people, but...
I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
It was nice to meet you as well, Charlotte.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Good luck.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
See ya.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
She's very nice. She's very peppy. And I'm surprised she didn't try to, you know, make us agree to an interview or anything. She kind of just let us be. I appreciate that.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
I want to see where we are on the map. I want to unlock a couple things.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Ooh.
Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Wow, we're really learning about these guys' backstory and family situation, aren't we?
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
I thought you wanted to start with the closest restaurant. Didn't you say you had a list of foods you wanted to try or something? I want to check out the food. If this was real life, I would be all over that. I want to see if there's any teleporters or statues nearby. I want to see if there's any domains nearby. I kind of want a little bit of an exploration break, is what I'm realizing. And we're approaching the end of our episode. Wow, it just flew by. Orb. What is that? Perpetual what is this? Is that causing the water issue? Have you tried turning that off? Wow. Are those shops? Look at all the people. Look at the lighting. Look at the little water aqueducts. That's gorgeous. Like Paimon said, people here really know how to use water. Court of Fontaine something something. Court of Fontaine. Oh god, it said something something, I don't recall. Go to where Linny is. Where is Linny? He's over there. Could I maybe go to where that statue is instead? Shall we go rogue? Shall we go after the statue instead? I'm kind of feeling it. I want to go there. Haha! Palais Mermonia. Hello? I don't know. Lovey. I want to talk to everybody. We just talked to so many people. I want to do some other things. Switch it up a bit. Ow! Are you a shop? Can't interact with you. Can I go in here? Is this a door even? It's a very fancy door. I see a handle. Lenny's over there. Well, do you suppose if I walk under him? Louis! Snack shop! The tastiest food in the world. Get it here. Come, dear friend. Would you like some? Do you have a menu? Garlic. Oh, garlic baguette. Fontaine onion soup instead of fresh. Well, we have to buy everything. Pâté de fruit. We saw this from, what is her name? Escoffier, didn't we? Fish and chips. Oh, they are making me hungry. I do want to buy everything. It's not that much more, is it? Just a little under 2,000? Well, it was 5,000? 120,000? I don't even know. I'll take it. I do it for Paimon. Oh, look at the children. They're so cute. Look at their little outfits. Oh my god, look at Manet. With his vest and his glasses. Alright. Lenny. You walk by in peace, please. Thank you. Clothing store over there. You can literally see on that mannequin is the same jacket this gentleman's wearing. You! Mentha! Is this a Melusine? Are you okay? You seem a little sad, buddy. Let's go back up here. Back up here. I've never been here before. Ah! Oh, is that a workshop of some sort? Blacksmith! With a Mac walking around. Alright, we've wandered off path though. I need to get up more. How do I get up more? I need more stairs. I thought it was pretty close to... Wow, this city must be huge. Oh god. Oh wow, I cannot climb that. Hello. Do you suppose there's going to be more stairs? Court of Fontaine, Court Region something. Estelle! Look at your outfit, you look so cool! I want to read this bulletin board. Ha! Stairs, I knew it! Very circular area, just go in circles, you'll find more stairs. Look at that! What is this? Wow, investigate? That's an investigate in this region? Goodness me. Can I pet this cat? No, but I can speak with it. Good to make your acquaintance. Look at the shops. Everything looks so beautiful. I feel like I could go in any store. Talk to any person. But there are just the normal limits. Nolette. Investigate. Oh, the music is so jaunty. I love it. Oh, I want to see everything. I want to talk to everyone. This place must be important. There's a Catherine! This place must be important. There's a teleporter outside. It's Catherine! If I talk to you, will you try to give me a quest? I'm gonna talk to you anyway. Whatever the cost.
Ad Astra.
Catherine!
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hi! Why does Catherine look so stressed out? Wow, she's giving me the option to accept a quest. Catherine, why do you look so stressed out? I would love to talk with you, but I don't have the time today, okay? I'll come back soon. My expeditions are cleared, apparently. Fontaine! The outskirts of Poisson? The outskirts of Fish? Is Poisson Mont Automneque? How do you say Q in French? Que? Automneque? So that must be the mountain that we saw in the party loading screen. Legends say that before the first Diluvian period, the town was once a central hub for Fontaine's maritime traffic network. Although the change in water levels resulted in the loss of the town's status as a major port, the cozy and warm vibe of the town doubtlessly still attracts many visitors. Maybe that's why it's called Poisson. It was a fishing town or something originally. Hi, Catherine.
Ad Astra.
Sorry. We meet again, Catherine! Hello there. The pleasure... Oh, she's not talking. The pleasure is mine. I am Catherine, the receptionist of the Adventurers Guild. My job is to provide the adventurers with quests and intelligence support. May my services be of help to you, and may your journey in Fontaine be a memorable one. Oh, Catherine!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
You know what? I think I'm experiencing character growth. I think after all this time, I'm used to her saying it like that. It doesn't bother me anymore. Wow. I just like hearing her voice, and that outweighs my very frivolous and playful outrage over the way that she pronounces Abyssosk. Are you also a Can you just ask somebody this? Are you also a clockwork puppet, Catherine? I wonder. Do I appear like a masterpiece of the Fontaine Research Institute to some? Ooh, so maybe she wasn't made in Snezhnaya. Maybe she was made here. Are you from Fontaine, Catherine? Oh, I can't wait to go to the Research Institute and find out. Is this it here? What does that say? What's that say? Doula? Something Doula at the end there? Wow. The glass effect is gorgeous. We still have yet to find our statue, though. Oh, there's another gem shop over here. Ophelia! Oh dear. I'm just gonna keep going in circles until I get to a higher level, I guess. I need to go up more? Kind of seems like it. Veta! Wow, we have really similar names! Wow. Look at all the different types of... Charlotte! Look at all the different types of NPCs. Look at this guy. Livre. Boss of Le Chot's Clockwork Workshop. Oh, I wanted to talk to you! Oh. Whoops. Hello. Huh? Isn't that Charlotte? Who's her friend? And what are they chatting about? Pretty please with the cherry on top, Charlotte. Journalist extraordinaire. Please tell me you're joking. I read that a gang of criminals tracked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. It's true, isn't it? It has to be. I've invested all of my savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan. I'm begging you. Oh my god, wow, girl. Begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of begdom. Lepine, are you alright? Okay, I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lepine Pauline. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big ticket orders, but I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubberbeast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story. A short story? What's going on here? It sounds like they're just discussing a story, but why does this Miss Lepine Pauline seem so distressed? Okay, it seems like they published a short story. She took it to be a real news report and invested in something in response for some reason. Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. They even went to the Maison Gardineige for advice. But to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing ridiculous costumes when breaking the law. In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more. Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardineige has made a slew of arrests, including, one phantom blubberbeast, a titanic red-crowned finch, and a spectreman. So I knew the story had helped out law enforcement, but this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it, and investing so much more for nothing. Don't remind her, Charlotte. Uh-oh, she really sounds like she's in pain. Paimon thinks we should just ask Charlotte what is going on. Hey, Charlotte? Vega, Paimon, it's you. I was just in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lépine Pauline about her research. She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamek detection by disguising themselves as a blubber beast. Inspired by this story, she spent a lot of more researching counter-criminal image recognition technology. Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security by developing a device that could enhance Gardamek's target recognition capabilities. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology. She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in. But unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain. I tried to let her down gently, but she is finding it all very hard to accept. This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Garnege only had Fontaine's best interest in mind. It's no one's fault. She was just a victim of misunderstanding. Wait, Miss Lépine Pauline, what are you doing? I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the Opera Epiclese, and get a one-way ticket to the fortress of Meropidie? That way, I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living. Oh my god, Lépine Pauline. She's hilarious. She's 0 or 100, no in between. I love her. Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamek's armor. In all likelihood, they'd only hold you up at the Maison Garnege for a few days before letting you out. And then you'd still have to repay your debts. So, whatever this word is that I can't say, the fortress of Meropidie? The fortress. That's the prison, I guess. If people get arrested. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be? 270,000 Mora. Okay, well, escaping to the fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must be other options? Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some savings over the past few years, but I put every last Mora into this project, and now I'm left with nothing. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist, and my dreams of becoming a billionaire one day. My life is over. So are all Fontainians like this? I love them. I'm going to love this region if they're all like this. Don't despair, Miss Lépine Pauline. I think I know of a way for you to turn this around. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection, it's really quite something. You said you designed it specifically for high-fidelity image capture and analysis, yes? The rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make many journalist jobs much easier. In fact, I'd say it has the potential to revolutionize Fontaine's news media. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even considered. Really? Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production. In the meantime, I'll show your invention to all of my colleagues to drum up interest in your product. I can't believe it. If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big-ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still on the cards. Maybe I should consider taking out another loan. That way, I can rapidly improve the lens production process, be the first to market, and prepare to battle for dominance in the camera industry. Come on, stop daydreaming about your pipeline for a minute. Just take it one step at a time and see how it goes. There's no sense putting all your eggs in one basket before things are even off the ground. Being overly ambitious might come back to bite you. Slow and steady wins the race. And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop to raise some funds. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm. And she's off. Look at them. Ah, can you believe her? She just ran off. Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear and out the other. It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you. A lot of journalists are the same way when they're first starting out. But don't you worry, I'm gonna write an article on all of this and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes and make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon as possible. It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte. Go Charlotte. Star journalist to the rescue. Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels. Oh, she's really pretty, isn't she? It takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to capture some amazing sights. Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what you guys are talking about. Totally didn't expect to get a free gift out of it. You're welcome. I got something out of this too. The beginnings of a very interesting news story. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred, even when there's a compelling justification for doing so. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we won't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future. Huh. We got a special analysis zoom lens. Oh, wait! Ah! This is the thing that allows me to take photos in domains, isn't it? After activating the special analysis zoom lens through the inventory or the gadget shortcut bar, you can use your camera to use a special photo-taking function. It's a zoom lens. After Charlotte activates this gadget, the original effects of framing, freezing point compositions, hold mode cannot take effect. We can use special methods to take photos. Charlotte. Charlotte! I think you just got an upgrade. Wow. And here I was thinking it was going to be some sort of long quest chain, because I recall adversarial technology. Hasn't that popped up in a couple events? I think they were just simple, like, combat events, but they were also Fontaine-based. I wasn't able to participate. Was that a Fontaine event? Like, maybe that's what that was. Anyways, I saw a couple interesting things while we were chatting. I saw this in the background again. Is that the same one that we saw earlier, or are there multiple? We just go on a giant loop? I think we might have. But that's fine. We're going up the stairs. That's what I'm trying to do. I also saw a teleporter over there. Yeah. I'm really trying to get to that statue. I'm a little worried we might get into another whole dialogue chain. Or a Fontaine. Farina? Are you here? Are you somewhere? She's probably in the opera house, but still. As soon as I saw Court of Fontaine, my brain was like, Farina, he's here somewhere. Boink. Okay, we've got this. What's nearby that this is useful for? Down here, maybe? The orb? That's where we came from, isn't it? That's not the opera house, or is it? I suppose this is just a... so you can get to anywhere fairly rapidly type thing. If we start going downstairs again... No! Oh god, how do I get upstairs? Ah! I need the city map! Portia... I don't even know. Ah!
Hey, there's a newsstand over there! Wanna grab a copy of the Steambird?
Sure. What is happening?
We know our Fontainian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down.
Is this the new event that's running right now? Because this sounds like very modern day Paimon. I've noticed that with newer events, Paimon sounds different to older Paimon. You know, voice changes over time. So on and so forth. Maybe she's getting older. Anyways, she did not sound like this 5 seconds ago. If this is the new event, I will hit auto and just try to let it play out. Yep, nope.
And
I don't look. I look away.
surely that can't be Kenise?
I see nothing. I'm just looking at the dialogue to see what it
Lost
finishes.
treasure resurfaces at last.
Wait, I don't have to because there's auto, isn't there? I'm just gonna I'll go get a snack. I'm gonna drink some water. That's what I'm gonna do with mine.
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like it's missing something. Ah, got it. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Huh? What? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
I'm literally like checking emails over here. I have no idea what's going on. Surely not. If it is, we're all toast. Whatever's going on there. Ahem. It was a team effort. Whatever it was.
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
What a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock. What the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious. Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
Hello? Forgive me if I'm wrong, but this kind of seems like it's just not advancing. I'll just nudge it along.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
Huh? Him? Lenient? Ugh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently. Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in Natlan. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay. Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich.
It was all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end. What are they talking about? Please, I want to give you some context. I am hiding behind my microphone right now. I'm using it to obscure the screen, so I only see when these little dialogue boxes pop up for the traveler. And I'm watching the little noise gauge bounce on my recording software, so that I can tell when whoever's on screen is done talking, and it's my turn to say something. But what on earth are they talking about? I don't actually want to know. But if it was all a misunderstanding, the world's not going to end? Somebody must have said something wild.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
I apologize if I'm taking a long time to notice anything, because I am trying not to see as much as possible. This seems like it's been frozen again for some reason, so
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Back to me again? Sounds like... Is Paimon done? Sorry, Paimon, if you're not done. Sounds like I'm not allowed to refuse?
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before, or was it a how? It kind of looked like a how, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a how.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's not acclimatizing very well to Fontaine?
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, I get it now. And I'm sure Paimon gets it even better.
Paimon sure does! Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kaniche holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
Sure, seeing I'm angry always makes my day. Sure, always up for a bit of fun.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
Aha or Ahau? I don't remember. Aha! Looks like it's done. An overnight Fantasyland. You're going to do something? Oh, thank God. I was worried they were going to teleport me to somewhere or something. Oh, that was a nice little break for me. Hey, look! A thing. Crystal. Alright, so this city just officially became the most dangerous city in this game. I'm a little scared to proceed. Let's take a look at that event page now. I don't want to hit go to quest, but I do kind of wish it would tell me where it is so I can avoid it. I still want to keep going. I still haven't found what I've been trying to find. my god, we're about to meet Linny again, but that means we'll be closer to the statue. There's another teleporter. Okay, let's just avoid getting too close to anybody. I'm having visions suddenly of all these mechs chasing us through the city at some point. They're everywhere. Can you imagine how terrifying it would be to get like an order sent out for your arrest and all the mechs just mobilize and come after you? Have we really reached the end? No, we haven't. Okay, good. It keeps going. Yay. I'm really just, whenever I see a human, I'm like, okay. Who are you? Hey! Reputation? This is the Steambird, Sir Arthur and Euphrasia. Huh? Were you talking to me? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Are you here to accept the commission regarding Tales of Humanity? Tell me about Tales of Humanity. One of the primary reasons we had for establishing our newspaper was to ensure that information flows and that everyone can understand what's happening around them. Slowly, we moved to not only attempting to let readers know, but to also let them express themselves. Thus, Tales of Humanity was born. Everyone can write into this column, and similarly, everyone can read it. As for the result, well, you've seen it, haven't you? Our prints are practically drowning in all manner of content. But that's not a bad thing. In my experience, listeners also need some light reading to go with their explosive news. Additionally, being able to help our readers does our reputation good. In other words, we'll be troubling you somewhat further. Fret not, you will find our payment quite suitable. Did I... Doesn't seem like I unlocked, reputation, unfortunately. Did I really reach the end of the... Where's the statue? It's up! Oh, am I close enough to climb now? What do you think? Are there any other stairs nearby? I kind of need an unobscured view. Oh, I don't want to go downstairs, I'll lose the height. I'm in the water now. Okay. That's where I just was. I need to get up there. I think I'm just gonna climb. I've reached my limit. I'm an adventurer. I'm not to be trifled with. I will climb your walls. Here we go. How tall is this thing? Eh, it's not massive. Can I get around this though? Ugh, I'm not gonna be able to. They made the city specifically non-climbable! They've anticipated my every move. Darn it. How the heck do you get up there? I'm assuming that if I just do the main quest, they'll get me up there. But like, if they can get me up there during the main quest, then surely I can walk up there not in the main quest. Lamal. Can I get over there? Great. Do I need to take the boat? Can the boat take me further? Ooh, do you think I'm high enough now? Oh my god, wait. This could work. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yay! Found more water! Go for a stroll, shall we? It's still up! Goodness gracious, it is up there, isn't it? Oh, this pleasant music. What a chaotic episode this is turning out to be. I wouldn't have it any other way. There's so much going on in this world. I fell off. I fell off the sidewalk. Okay, okay, we know from experience we can't climb those ledges, so... Maybe by those banners? Yeah, totally look at those scales! Nation of Justice, after all, so... The scale... Hey, goodness me! These are gorgeous. Okay, up we go! Could I just be patient? Yes. But to be honest, having the statue unlocked will help me avoid the event, if the event is in the city. Oh, please, 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 please! You can do it, Vega, I believe in you. Oh, thank God. Great! We're on the right level now. We're in the bushes. Halea Memoria. We've heard those words before. I already forget where, though. Teehee. Okay, looking at people to see if any of them want to talk to me. Got another puppy over there. Hello. There you are. Look at you!
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Oh, you were so sweet. Virgil. Okay. We're going to wrap up here. I can call it already. After we get the statue. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. It's a turtle! Look at that! The shape is a turtle. Oh my god, look at all the teleporters. No wonder it's so circular. It's a shell. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love how this kind of implies that these areas have been buried by the water. That's pretty neat. Oh, all these under... Oh my god! These are all underwater areas? The whole domain is underwater? Oh my god. Here's a fishing association. Good to know. Here's... Oh, these bosses! This is the event. Darn it, I was going to say we should try to get these bosses next, but I'm scared to go this way. Oh my god. Submarine canyon? Gosh. Okay, so if we can't take... Do you suppose if we take this path we'll get pulled in? We can always do what I just did and try to dodge the subject. Are you underwater or above water? You're probably above water. Amusement park. Oh, Lepine Pauline's idea! We know who that is! Inovia built it. Oh my god, I have a teleporter here. Almost tempted to grab that to sneak past this guy. Apparently a very important world quest over there if they're telling me about it all the way from over here. Another world, or a statue. Oh my god, the Opera Epiclese, it's over there! Do you think we can see it from here, from the city? Now, I'm on some sort of important symbol here. This. Oh, the Palais. What is this for? The office of Iudex Neuvillette is here. Oh, I just got chills. Okay. Alright, so we're going to wrap up here. I am very quickly going to grab this world quest, I think. Thank you. Do I have enough? I have like 2. I need 20. Goodness gracious. I thought the first level would be like 5 or something. No, it's 20. Alright, so I was told that there would be one world quest by one of the first statues that I got that was really important, and it was just about the mechanics of Fontaine. I'm guessing it's the underwater mechanics. I didn't see one over by the other statue. I'm guessing that's this. So I do want to grab it really quick after I get this Marcotte. Thank you. Alrighty. Hi, Virgil. Are you the one I seek? I must say, the weather today is simply wonderful. You're quite the beautiful young lady. Virgil, at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Vega, at your service. I'm Vega, and my companion is called Paimon. Hello, Virgil. As such... Ah, such elegant names. Welcome to the court of Fontaine. It's truly an honor to meet the two of you here. Paimon can't stand much more of this. How did you know we're not from Fontaine? Huh, with a glance, it is obvious that you're Excuse me? Excuse me? Uh-huh? That you're unsatisfied with being bathed in the soft lights of the city, but feel the call of the wild, which will never be illuminated by bright city lights. Yes, just like the heroes in the operas. Yeah, that's totally true. Vega is an adventurer too, ad astra abyssosque and all that jazz. I knew it. Those of the Adventurers Guild are so beggarly. Virgil, you do your name disjustice. Beggarly? Courageous warriors begging with all their heart to unlock the deepest mysteries of the world. They wake with their eyes to the stars above and sleep with their back to the abyss below. Where there is an unknown domain, there is an adventurer who must simply explore it. We simply must explore it. Bravery bursting beyond the brim. I could not help but notice how your gaze is focused on many things. Perhaps you wish to study our sublime arts, our intricate clockwork mecca, or our advanced civic culture. Ah, truly the decorations adorning your magnificent city are sublime. Ah, clockwork mecca are exquisitely and intricately designed. Ah, the civic culture of your citizenry is simply divine. It's okay, I guess. Amazing. Paimon didn't even notice the decorations. But Paimon did notice that Fontaine has a ton of delicious foods that she's never seen anywhere else. Not bad, isn't it? We have a long and glorious tradition of gourmet culture in Fontaine. Naturally, the two of you must often take your meals in the great outdoors, and thus are unfortunately limited in your ability to sample the breadth of Fontaine's superb cuisine. Unable to experience the luxurious richness that is leisurely afternoon tea with a few pastries. You don't look that rich. I've had more of a chance to sample cuisine than you'd think. Listening? Most excellent. My two exceptional friends. Have you heard of the Lilia Cruce's treasure? Nope, haven't heard of it. Then please allow me to explain. This is a legend of a lost treasure that has been passed down in Fontaine for centuries. Once there was a secret society called the Laelia Crucis Forum that was able to attract a great many of the rich and influential. Though they humbly call themselves a forum, their actual plan was to overthrow Fontaine itself. In the end, their conspiracy was exposed, and the distinguished members of the forum engaged in a thrilling battle with the Maison Garneige, but were ultimately defeated in the climactic showdown. Did you stop yourself from saying pirates? Are you telling me a pirate story? Are you trying to get me to find pirate treasure for you? However, my dear friends, you must know that they were once the richest and most famous in all Fontaine, and they must have gathered a tremendous amount of wealth.
Yeah, they definitely did. And they must have a huge treasure vault somewhere. And when you open it, wow, it's overflowing with nothing but gold, shining like the sun.
Correct! They wish to overthrow our beautiful Fontaine, and to do so, they must have amassed a fortune so vast that they could literally be said to have more money than Morax. However, this wealth was never found. Excuse you, sir. You're being rude. I don't like this guy.
So that means, as long as we can find the Lila Cruz's treasure, we'll also be filthy rich.
Excellent deduction, my dear Paimon. With that fortune and control of Syntha. Anyway, after a lengthy investigation, I have discovered the... Gosh, that's gorgeous! I've discovered the location of the Laelia Cruz's Forum headquarters. It can be found amidst the underwater ruins outside the city.
Really?
Well, what do you think, my dear Paimon, Vega? I hereby sincerely extend an invitation to both of you to become my partners and dive beneath the waves to search for the lost treasure.
Even though Fontaine's water is different from elsewhere, Paimon can never forget how she was drowning before being rescued by you.
Never fear, I am here.
Yeah, you'll save Paimon again for sure.
If that's settled, please allow me to prepare diving equipment for the two of you. I should have the correct sizes. There's no need. Ah, yes, I remember. Vision holders may dive freely in our waters. But if it's you, dear Vega... Of course, I do not doubt your abilities. Vega is a famed adventurer, and she must be very aware of her limits. Right, because I don't have a vision. But the thing that we read earlier, or heard about earlier... Who said this? Where did we read this? Gosh, I got so much information today. I don't even know. It said, people who can wield elemental energy. Excuse you? Not necessarily people holding visions. So that's fine for us. And hey, if Paimon can join us, confirmation that Paimon is indeed very elemental energy aligned. Okay. I already read that line. Great. It just so happens that I do not share the same capabilities, so I will have to rely on our homegrown technology to keep myself alive. Be that as it may, shall we begin? Yes, please lead the way. Wait, let me prepare first. Very well, but please allow me to remind you to make it quick. Treasure hates waiting. Alright, so, got a feel for what this quest means. I think we'll pick it up here next time. We do need to talk to Lenny, but this is supposed to be like a tutorial quest, so I'm hoping it'll be fairly short. We were right next to a statue, actually, so... I don't know. Next time, we'll definitely be in Fontaine, but we'll either talk to Lenny first or talk to this guy first. I don't know. Excuse me? Why are you looking at me like that? What did I do? Anyway. Oh, I wanted to see if we could see the thing from here. The place. It's in this direction. So, slightly to our left. Well, there's kind of a lot in front of us now. But maybe it's that thing that's all lit up, like right there? Maybe. Okay, okay. So, that'll be the end of Fontaine for today. Oh my god, I need to find a song to use! I need to make an ending screen! I don't have anything! I'm so excited. Okay, that will be all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We're finally in Fontaine. I do want to give a special thanks, and I have special thanks today to give, because it's come to my attention. Some of you who have watched the streams, small plug, I stream on Twitch sometimes, if you're interested in that, you will notice that you might recall the last stream that I did, I got some, what are they called? I said Primo Gems, that's not right. What are the other things called? I got some Genesis crystals in the middle of it quite spontaneously, and that was sent to me by somebody, I believe, and so I said thank you, of course, thank you to that person once again, but I have realized that actually what they sent me was a Welkin. And I did not realize they sent me a Welkin because it extended the duration of my previous Welkin, which was also sent to me by somebody, which I didn't realize because it extended the the duration of my previous Vulcan, which was gifted to me by somebody that I know. So that means that 2 of you have sent me Vulcans, and I want to say thank you so much for that specifically, because I thanked you for your Genesis crystals, but I didn't realize it was actually a Vulcan. So thank you again for your gifts. That was very kind of you. And of course, to all of the patrons of the channel, thank you for your support as well. I want to give a special shout out to Jay Blakewood, Connoissard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, Gibrilia, and we have a new friend in the Patreon, the loyal servant of Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. How about that? So thank you for joining the Patreon. Thank you to everyone who has supported the channel so far. And I hope everyone is enjoying Fontaine so far, because I sure am. That'll be the end of today's episode. I will see you in the next one for more of this. And I hope you all have a good one. Bye now!